I am in Pacific Palisades right now where, as the sheriff said, it looks like an atomic bomb went off. This is the largest of the 5 fires that are burning in LA County, and amid the everyday victims that are suffering right now, there are also some very famous faces who are dealing with incredible loss.
And when we crossed that ridge, that's when it was like time to go. Your heart just breaks, but it's also like it's very real.
This is us star Milo Ventimiglia, emotional, surveying his neighborhood and visiting the charred remains of his Malibu home with CBS Mornings co-host Tony DeCopel.
One of your most famous roles, that of Jack.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, it had to cross your mind.
Oh, it most certainly did. Life imitating art. It's not lost on me, the connection between Jack Pearson losing his house to fire and me now losing mine to fire.
Go back to the street! Go back to the street right now!
Of course, his iconic character didn't make it, but Milo evacuated on Tuesday and watched remotely as his beloved home burned to the ground.
Your wife's expecting you're gonna be a dad any day now. Has you already bought a crib and baby clothes?
Oh man,
and
yeah, whole thing was set up.
all that was in there, ready to go.
We'll make do. Wife and baby and dog most important.
This is your wife's pregnancy recliner? Wow.
Yeah. It's just stuff. And that's unfortunate, but like my wife, my dog, I think everybody that I know that lives in this community, everyone got out.
Another actor dealing with incredible loss, Miles Teller. His wife, Kelly, snapped this grainy last pic of their home just before it was reduced to rubble. She wrote that she wishes she had taken her wedding dress with her and thanked the first responders. And this emotional scene.
Be very careful. There are so many nails out here.
This morning, I returned with Eric Braeden, the star of The Young and the Restless, to what was left of his home in the Pacific Palisades.
Never seen anything like this. That's why I worked out all the time. My garage. It's such a feeling of loss, man. Indescribable.
The 83-year-old soap legend who lived here for 45 years fought back tears.
I didn't think it would hit me this much, man. Oh my God, those beautiful hills over there, they're all gone.
The Palisades home was estimated to be worth about $5.3 million.
You know, Kevin, when all said and done, his memories.
Stones always stand, don't they?
Yeah, stone always stands, I love California, man. Love it. But we live with this danger.
Yeah.
All the time. I admire firefighters. I admire the LA Fire Department, so I take my hat off to them. And everyone else. Oh my God, they're still smoldering. Look at that.
Eric, who surveyed and photographed the damage, is vowing to rebuild. And he's a true survivor, recently battling bladder cancer and during World War II, a shipwreck.
Let's be honest, the one thing you do, whether it's cancer or anything else, you kick it in the ass. You really do.
And Paris Hilton shared this heartbreaking video, walking through the remains of her Malibu home, which was estimated to be worth nearly $8.98 million. The reality star, in shock, writing, "It feels like my heart has shattered into a million pieces." And Ricky Lake shared a dramatic timeline of her and her husband battling to save her Malibu home before it was destroyed.
We're going down my street, praying for these homes.
The former talk show host grateful to have made it out alive.
I think I might have just said goodbye to my house.
Today, all along a 10-mile stretch of coastline, which includes the Palisades and Malibu, hundreds of homeowners, some of them very big stars, getting their first chance to sift through the rubble.
Not sure we're going to be able to wash anything in this setup anymore. Can't go in the front door.
That's Spencer Pratt visiting the site where his home once stood. A few of his son's toys survived the blaze, and not much else. He and wife Heidi invited us into their nearly $4 million mansion back in 2022.
Look at him just chilling so peacefully with his hand.
That's amazing.
Here are more heartbreaking before and afters of other area mansions destroyed, including the $35 million Ocean View home of former Beverly Hills housewife Yolanda Hadid. Supermodel daughter Bella Hadid posted this pic of her childhood bedroom engulfed in flames.
The place is just on fire.
And while Mel Gibson criticized some of the fire response on the Joe Rogan podcast from Texas, he later found out his $16 million seaside mansion was reduced to this.
When I got home, sure enough, it wasn't there. Obviously, it's kind of devastating. It's emotional.
This is it.
And just one day after Gene Smart called to end award season to support the firefight, news broke that the mansion featured in season 2 of her show, Hacks, burned down. Nearby, the home of Jason Priestley and Chad and Doherty's 90210 characters survived. Both Britney Spears and Jessica Simpson evacuated yesterday in the afternoon as a blaze broke out about 15 miles away from here in Calabasas. Folks like the Kardashians and Niecy Nash Betts scrambling amid concerns of arson.
There were citizens in our neighborhood that caught the person who they believe started the fires near where we are. It's hard to believe that human beings could be this cruel.
A homeless suspect was arrested after the LAPD tells ET he was allegedly heard attempting to light a fire in the area. That prompted Khloe Kardashian to post, "You sick blanks, arson. May you be fully prosecuted." Henry Winkler went a step further with, "May you be beaten unrecognizable." Today, cops tell us the man was actually booked on a felony probation violation and there wasn't probable cause to hold him on arson charges. The 1,000-acre blaze was nearly 40% contained by midday, with many evacuation orders lifted.
My heart is so heavy for people who have lost everything. I feel like, in a way, I have survivor's remorse. I am just so sorry.